This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Okay, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Betsy. Marcy.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, doing stuff.
I know.
It feels wild.
I know. It's very strange to be like, I guess things are happening again, right?
Right. Like, I guess we go get lunch.
Yeah. And
Outside, of course, but like, what?
also already fully exhausted by doing anything.
Dude. Right. Already just like, I really wish I could just stay at home.
I know. It's like, I think what it is we've had so long of not doing much. So like to then try to do like 3 or 5, like to start filling up your days is just too much.
Right.
It's too much.
It's wild. It's wild, but it's exciting.
It is exciting.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, what do I went to the beach yesterday.
Fun.
I was only outside for a couple hours and it was very overcast. And then I got home and I was like, I'm sunstroke.
Dude. The sun still sneaks through those clouds.
Yeah, it still sneaks through.
It'll get you.
And then I think because I was at the beach and it was like very windy, you know, you probably get like a lot of pollen in your hair. So last night I woke myself up, this morning, coughing so hard, until I was dry heaving.
Oh, God, Marcy.
It was just like a post-nasal. I could literally feel that it was like one nostril was like having some issues.
Ooh.
And then I was like,
oh, no.
So, you know,
Oof.
I gotta
stay inside.
I know, I'm never going outside again. I was like, oh my God, I haven't had to deal with allergies like this in so long.
Right. It is pretty nuts. I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't really been sick.
Oh man.
I only was sick after my second shot, but I knew what it was.
Yeah, me too. Like,
you know, it was like, okay, great.
After I got my pneumonia vaccine, I got fucking sick as
You
hell.
got destroyed, dude. You got annihilated after that.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm not doing this. This is bad.
Oh, no, it's bad news, man.
Apparently, you're not supposed to. You don't really need them till you're 65. So I don't know why I was getting it.
Really?
Well, you can get it if you're susceptible. Like, you know, I get a lot of respiratory issues. So whatever.
Yeah. Oh no.
Anyway, I'm a sickly little baby. What's going on with you?
Truly just kind of get back and, you know, just like, well, I can go. Like, we went to a bar on Tuesday night.
What?
The parking lot of a bar, but it was straight up like, no food, a bar, dude.
Damn.
And like Gilly and I, we met up with some people like Nicole and Tarver's back.
Oh.
And Gilly and I were both like, yeah, like I have kind of a busy day tomorrow, so let's like, I'm gonna be pretty chill about it. Cut to us at like midnight, just drunk, ordering Taco Bell, just and
the best.
Everybody came over because everybody's vaccinated. We're like, come over and hang out,
Oh my
man.
God.
Play with Wilma. Like it was fun. It was so wild to be like, oh my God, we're like doing it. We're doing stuff.
Back in the habit.
Oh, Sister Act 2. Back in the habit after a pandemic.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched Conjuring. Tried to get you to watch it.
Oh.
Too scary.
I was too scared. Yeah, I had to turn it off and watch. What did I watch?
What were we texting about? Or did I just text you like, hey, I'm watching Conjuring?
And then I wrote you're going to hear someone's hands clap. And
and then you're like, oh, the clapping. And right as you texted it, there was a scene, the clapping scene. And I like sent you it and it scared you.
Oh, yeah, you sent me the video of it. And then when she clapped, I screamed so loud. Because I'm chill and I'm cool.
It's the best. It's one of the best horror movies ever made.
I was telling you that last night, Nicole and I watched Interview with a Vampire, and it's
very fun.
Man, I really wish Tom Cruise is so good in it. Tom Cruise he's good, outstanding in it.
He's good in it,
and he's like so funny. It's like he's a lot of comic relief in it because it's such. Not only is it like vampire, but it's also like depressed vampire. Like Brad Pitt's like just pouting and walking the earth. And so to have Tom Cruise be like, ugh, like
that's so funny.
I really hope that I know there's a book. I think it's the second or third book, which is The Vampire List. I think it's the third book, The Vampire Lestat. And
oh yeah,
I think Tom Cruise could still play that character.
Hell yeah, that would be rad.
He really should. It's so good.
Do it.
What's Wilma doing?
Tom Cruise. Look at Wilma. Sorry.
She just being a cute little baby. Oh, she's a little fawn. She's a little deer.
She's a little deal. I went on a couple of weeks ago. Went on a walk around Hollywood Reservoir, which we should do. It's really wonderful.
I'll wear a bubble around me so I don't get any pollen in my hair.
There you go. Now it's a whole different reason for a bubble. And we saw some deer up close. And they totally look like Wilmas.
She was like,
look at these Wilmas, because they got little white butts, and Wilma's got a little white butt.
She was like, mi familia.
Yes. Yes, you're making me want to rewatch Interview with a Vampire.
I really love it. I love it.
That movie's great.
It's funny because I think I started, our buddy Michael McMillan from Bigfoot Collectors Club and I were talking about it, and he was like, yeah, you know, they're gay. Those vampires are like a couple. And I was like, what? And then watching it again, I was like, yeah. I mean, there's no like explicit, but there is like this like, oh, that's what this is about. Like, that's sort of what this vampirism is all about. It's like sexuality, obviously, but also like, oh, yeah, like I want you to be with me forever.
Wow. Yes, of course.
So
that's nice.
Yeah. Interesting, and to watch it with these eyes and to be like, yeah, it's not even that subtle. Like,
right.
Like,
but for years, everybody's like, no, it's vampires. It's just straight up it's just about vampires. That's it.
I mean,
no.
You're like, oh yeah, they're like up in each other's faces, like, like you're like, oh yeah, this is sex.
They are very like sensual, sexy.
I mean, the scene with Antonio
horny.
Banderas, it's like literally like they're gonna kiss. They're like so close. You're like, how did they not kiss? They're so close.
Yes.
And they're like literally
like
rubbing noses.
Did you ever see that? I think it's Alien Covenant.
No.
Or what's the most recent one?
Well, whatever it is, I definitely didn't see it.
You have not seen it. Where Michael Fassbender is like a robot, but then there's another Michael Fassbender robot, and they have this like really hot scene together where it is like, is Michael Fassbender gonna kiss himself? Because hell yeah, dude.
Let's watch it.
It like blew all of our minds. We saw it in the theaters and we're all like, are they gonna like, whoa,
is this happening?
I didn't know I kind of am into this.
Yeah, is this gonna happen? All right.
Are they gonna smooch? Come on, dude.
Smooch
yourself, dude. Smooch yourself.
Oh, God. More smooching, and I'm calling for it now. Tom Cruise, The Vampire Lestat, let's make it happen.
I'm down. Let's make it happen.
I believe there was talk of it at some point.
I'm sure
and that
of it.
he does, like, I feel like he was the one who didn't like the story or script or something, but
oh, okay.
I don't know, dude. You don't age, so you might as well be a vampire.
Yeah, you might. I think you might be a vampire.
I mean,
Mr. Cruise,
just stop lying to us. You're a vampire.
Yeah, tell us the truth, man.
Well, I guess we should tell our own truth. Segue.
Good segue. Good segue.
Get into some listener stories.
Yeah.
Now, before we really dive into it, I have a bone to pick.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so
Yes.
Have I read or played a story that had already been played or read? Yeah, once or twice.
Absolutely.
It happens. It's more that I'm a bad like organizer than anything. But Betsy, I got an email from a listener with their submission, and God bless you. Thank you for listening. However, the way you worded this, I did not appreciate.
Oh no.
You wrote Marcy ! So it's personal.
Ooh, it is personal. Oh no. Oh shit.
You read some stories twice, but didn't play my recording ? ! It's so easy! ! Just hit play! 3 exclamation points. Please play my story! ! Love you in beds! ! Brendan. To which I say, Brendan, we are about 9 months behind you. So when you sent your email, bud, we're still 9 months behind that. So
yeah, we're chipping away.
So you're no cuts, no butts, no coconuts, and please rephrase your email for the next time.
Marcy, I think you're doing great.
Thank you.
And I like repeat stories.
Oh yeah, it's comforting.
It's really nice. It's really nice. It doesn't make me think like, wait, am I losing
Have I
it?
gone absolutely insane?
Uh-oh.
Oh boy,
No, you're killing it. You're killing it. You're killing it.
Thank you. Well, I guess on that note, I should play a listener story.
Yeah.
All right.
Hell yeah. I'm pumped.
Hi, Marcy and Betsy. This is Natalie. I just wanted to share with you about my haunted house. I actually have 2 stories, but I'm pretty sure this first one's going to be ridiculously long. So we're just going to leave it alone at this one. Back in 2007, I started a nanny job for a very rich, very horrible family. They had just moved into this like monstrous house in Cleveland. It was like a half a mile off the road, and at the front of the road there was this itty bitty little old guest house. And at the time I lived like an hour away when they hired me. So part of the gig was that I would get to live in their little guest house for free. I moved in about a week after I started the job. And the first thing I noticed was that in the middle of the night, my heat would reset itself to like 50 degrees. And this is late fall, I want to say. No, not quite. Anyway, doesn't matter. So I'd wake up every morning and be freezing. And then when I would walk out of my bedroom, my front door would be hanging open. Now, my front door had a really crappy knob lock on it, so it had to be deadbolted to stay shut. So every day when I came home from work, I would deadbolt this door, and then in the middle of the night, it would open. I kind of chalked it up to me being crazy. And maybe I forgot this time, because we lived in a really super rich neighborhood and I wasn't really worried about anybody messing with me. So one day I came home from work, and in my kitchen there was this corner closet. And the only thing in the closet was the water heater and the access to the attic. Now, I had never been in the attic, but there was a window in the backyard into the attic. It was just one of those little circular ones that's way up too high to see into it. And I thought for sure at multiple points in the time that I lived there that I was going to see somebody walk in front of that window because of all the weird stuff that kept happening. But I didn't ever see anybody. But for a long time, like, the next thing to happen was, like, every time I would come home from work, that door would be hanging open. And I would lock it and shut it, and it would still be hanging open when I got home from work. Okay, so then the next thing was whenever I was in bed, only in bed, I would hear what sounded like somebody walking in boots above my bed, like on the ceiling, like if somebody was in fact living in the attic. And as soon as I tried to go to sleep, they would start stomping around. It wasn't ridiculously loud by any means, but it definitely wasn't squirrels. Okay, so then after those things, because nobody had lived in it for like 10 years, it was like borderline infested with wolf spiders. So that's not really an indication of haunting, but okay. So when I was in bed at night, and this happened periodically, not consistently, it would sound like somebody was running full force into my front wall. Like just bang, 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 bang. And I used to describe it as somebody like trying to knock my house down with a wrecking ball, but it was super weird. So I was freaked out, but I also thought I was crazy and I was under a lot of stress because the family I worked for was jerks. So one of the weekends I went home, I was talking to my sister and she's like, Natalie, I think you have a ghost. And I'm like, nah. She's like, no, really. It sounds like your house is haunted. So, I sat down and watched a few episodes of Ghost Hunters and like educated myself on indicators for hauntings. And went back to my apartment, and all of these things continued to happen. But the next thing I remember was that my smoke detectors would randomly beep. Like the battery was dying. So I replaced the battery and they still did that. So eventually I took the batteries out and they were not powered by the ceiling and they would still beep. Now, they would only beep when I was laying in bed. So I'm making sure that I'm not forgetting anything because there were so many so ridiculous things. So I guess the pinnacle of my haunting, one night, I got home really super late. Oh, I had found out that day that they were letting me go. They were going to let me work until like Christmas Eve, and then they were going to let me go because, again, they were jerks. Because I'm awesome and amazing, and they were jerks. But I went home to my parents' house and cried and threw a fit, and then, turned around and went back to my stupid house on their property. and I had the next morning off. But when I was unloading my car after coming back from my parents' house, I realized that the little girl I took care of had left her backpack in my car. Well, at this point, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm definitely not delivering her backpack then. So I went to bed, and when I walked in the door, the house was silent. And when my head hit the pillow, everything started. The bang, bang, bang. My heat almost immediately reset itself to like 50 something. The smoke detector started beeping. And not like a constant like going off beeping, but just the, hey, our batteries are dying beeping, but they didn't have batteries in them. And then somebody walking around above my bed in boots sound. So I just kind of cried myself to sleep praying, and I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning, like sat straight up in bed because I had been so upset the night before that I had forgotten to set my alarm. Sat straight up in bed at 7 a.m. and I ran out to my laundry room to grab on some decent clothes to run this little girl's backpack. And, it's December, so it's like super cold. So I'm in my laundry room getting dressed, and right behind my left ear, I hear this deep, guttural growl. And I whip around, and there is absolutely nothing there. I see nothing, no one there. So I'm already freaking out. Because I got to get this backpack to these horrible people. So I run it down to their house. Now again, when I woke up, nothing else was happening. Like none of the smoke detectors weren't beeping, all just the growl. And I remember when the growl happened, I looked over and saw that the water heater closet door was hanging open yet again. So I got back from dropping off her backpack, and everything bad started happening again because I laid back down to try and go back to sleep. Everything started happening again. And at this point, I lost my mind. And through tears, I'm like, look, I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you're here, but I did nothing to you. I did not trap you here. Could you please leave me alone? I only have to be here for another month, and then you'll be rid of me. It didn't stop, but I was able to go back to sleep. From that point on, the only thing, I named him Fred. The only thing Fred ever did was I had a window in my spare bedroom that would fall open in the wind. And because I wasn't paying the heating bill and I didn't give two farts, I just left it hang open. He would close it from time to time. Eventually, I asked him to stop. I remember saying, Fred, can you knock that off? Because you're legit freaking me out. And it never happened again. When I moved out, I said, take care of yourself, Fred. And until recently, that's my only scary story. But as this is 12 minutes long, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I've been binging on your podcasts. I started from the beginning, and I'm still in 2019. So if this ends up on the show anytime soon, I won't find out for a good long while. But Thanks so much. Hope I freaked you out. Bye.
Natalie.
Oh, you did.
That sucks. Man, the ghost is awful, but also
Yeah.
working for rich people sucks.
Horrible rich people. I want to just write a movie called that.
God.
Wow.
The worst treatment I've had in my life has been from like very rich people. Like the richer,
Yeah.
the better, with a few exceptions.
Right. Right.
Especially if they grew up rich themselves.
Dude.
Bad.
Dude.
Again, few exceptions. Like there's some people that were very good to me, but I mean, they just don't care. They don't think about your needs of money at all. Boy, so I really empathize. And I think that ghost was maybe this is optimistic, but maybe it was like,
Helping.
get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here.
Trust me, get the fuck out of here. These horrible people are horrible.
Yeah, they don't deserve you.
Wow.
I'm trying to run out of the house so you get the hint. That's why I keep slamming, opening doors.
That's why I keep slamming. Come on.
Yeah, you hear my boots? These boots are made for walking right the fuck out this job.
Walking out of here. Dude. I wonder if it was just like, okay, so me running at the wall, no. Smoke alarms. Smoke alarms will get someone out of the house. Oh, nope, just taking the batteries out. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your pal was trying to help you out, Natalie.
Trying to help you. Your pal who the horrible people put in the attic.
Oh, man, they're like, I had to work for this family before. Do you think they put the people they like out in the guest house? No.
No. Wow.
Oh, man. That's really scary, especially for a window to fall open and then be closed later.
And then be closed. And the deadbolt door.
Oh, my God. I forgot about the deadbolt.
Dude, that is freaky.
No, that's fucked. That's fucked. Yeah.
That's so fucked up. I don't need that.
No, thanks. It's not how I like to live today.
No.
Also, here is a tricky thing too about batteries is that even when you take the batteries out of some objects, they will retain the charge, so they can.
And I feel smoke detectors like on purpose do, right?
Yeah.
Because I've definitely had some where it's just like rip the batteries out and then it's still beeping.
Yeah.
Still chirping loud at you.
Yeah, because they have like another like source where they get. I mean, my smoke detectors also have power from the wall as well, but.
Oh, yeah.
But I do think they can retain a little bit of charge. Not to say that like it's not that, because it was only particular times that it was going
laying
off.
in bed.
But I mean, I think that is a thing that often scares people is when like a children's toy starts going off a lot. It's like, well, that kind of could be a ghost. Also does happen when batteries are like going bad.
Okay, tell that to like Insidious too.
I will.
Most of the scares were toys.
Boop, 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 boop,
From
boop.
what I remember, I was so mad.
Insidious? Hello? I have
Insidious too? Hey, quit with just people bonking into toys as your only scare.
I'm sorry.
man.
Could you really pull back on the bonking into toys? Thank you.
Please, thank you.
You can call me back at
Thank
boop, boop,
you.
beep, doop, boop, 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 beep, boop, boop, boop.
Beep boop bop, beep boop boop. Wow.
Oh, man.
Spooky, man.
I'm glad that she doesn't work for that family anymore.
Me too. That sounded awful.
Yeah. What a bummer.
What a big bummer.
Hi, we're firing you on the Christmas
On Christmas?
Eve.
That's so like a Hallmark Christmas
know.
movie. Like, and we're gonna have to let you go. When? December 24th, but it's Christmas Eve.
Honestly,
Like, yep.
if you make it a Lifetime movie, all the different things make sense.
All the yes.
Lifetime's got some twists and turns. Lifetime movies
Dude.
change genres midway through.
Oh, it's incredible. Like, you'll read the synopsis and be like, yes, this sounds perfect. And then you're like, wait, none of that's happened.
Yeah, it's like
or
that was the premise that they did not follow, and I guess
the premise that they did not follow. Like,
didn't
it started there and then didn't go
I
that
guess
way.
someone didn't update the sheet that they used, their one sheeter.
I will say, Marcy, I just watched one. that rules.
Oh, yeah?
And they follow their synopsis.
Okay, well,
And there's a whole little franchise, and I cannot wait to watch the second, third, and fourth.
it's a Lifetime movie?
Yes.
What's it called?
Starring Eric Roberts, called Stalked by My Doctor.
Oh.
Rules.
Okay, and there's another one called Fatal Desire, and then Just What the Doctor Ordered.
Something like, yeah, there's like 4 of them. And the first one is great. He's like great in it.
Because he's so intense.
Like, he's just perfect in this. It's pure fun. They're streaming on Amazon. If you're looking for just a fun movie to just be like, what? Okay.
Stalked
It's
by
fun.
my doctor.
Stalked by my doctor.
It seems unappealing to be stalked by a doctor or anyone.
Oh yeah, it's very unappealing. So check it out.
Is there
if
another
you're-
one called Her Deadly Groom?
Oh, probably.
Or is that
I don't know if that's in the Stalked by My Doctor franchise, but
No.
that does sound like a Lifetime movie.
Oh boy, I love Lifetime.
Dude, I do too. They rule.
They're like, let's mix it up. Who cares? Who says this
Who
has
gives
to
a shit?
just be a romance?
And I don't. I want it to be bonkers.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Do you
Remember? Should I read one?
Well,
or
yes, but remember when Will Ferrell made that Lifetime? Was it Will Ferrell?
Kristen Wiig,
yes.
right?
And people were
Yes.
like so confused because it was like, no, this is just what a Lifetime movie is.
Yes. Yeah, be like, this is gonna be funny, and then be like, wait, what? And it's like, oh yeah, this is a Lifetime movie.
Yeah, I bet they just like pitched it and then wrote it in like a couple of days, and we're like, great, let's make this movie.
Let's make a Lifetime movie. What a dream.
It was strange though, because you kept being like, is this what's funny?
Yeah, like, is this a joke? No.
Is this a
okay,
joke?
okay. Excuse me, is this a
I
joke?
say you-
Is all of this a joke?
Are you kidding me or not?
Are you kidding me or no? Are you JK or not JK?
Excuse me, this is crazy. Okay, you read one,
Excuse me.
Betsy.
Okay. Visits from our furry friends.
Nice.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I hate quarantine but love it because I finally have free time to write down my stories.
Yay!
Smiley face. I just listened to the episode where Marcy discusses her precious beau's passing. Sad face. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for your loss. Losing a pet is one of the hardest things we have to go through in life. I'm so sorry you're going through that right now, but hope you get some comfort in knowing you gave him a great life
Yeah.
and that he can visit you from the other side, like he already has. The episode brought me back to some of my favorite memories with the best dog I've ever known, Hannah. Oh, that's a favorite. Hannah was the sweetest, most loving, cuddly pit bull black lab mix, cute, that my family rescued back when I was in high school. Hannah and I had a special bond that my whole family knew about. She fell asleep in my arms on the way home from the PSPCA, and I always called her baby because she was my baby. I can't really express what she meant to me in words, but she was the only thing that brought true comfort to me when I was feeling down or homesick. We had almost 10 precious years together before she passed away. I was pretty heartbroken when it happened because I was in Chicago at the time and didn't get a chance to say goodbye to her. Although she was starting to show signs of aging, her passing was pretty sudden. I couldn't stop thinking about her, and it really put me in a depressed state. After a few weeks of being upset, I went to sleep and I swear to God, Hannah visited me in my dream. Yay. In this dream, it was just me and Hannah in my parents' backyard playing fetch with a bright tennis ball, her favorite. I threw the ball over and over again, and she just ran back with it as she usually did until my last throw. She ran back until my last throw. Sorry. She ran back towards me and jumped up with her paws, pushing me down to the ground. I lay on my back in the grass, and she was looking down over me so that all I could see was her big head.
Oh.
I looked into her eyes and just felt this rush of warmth and happiness. The sun that was shining behind her then just continued to brighten and brighten until I could no longer see Hannah, and it was just bright light all around me, which is when I woke up. I know this might sound like just a dream, but it was something different for me. I really feel like she visited me. I think she knew I needed to say goodbye and came back to me before heading towards the light, quote unquote. This dream brought me so much comfort and closure that I didn't have another dream about her until a few months ago, 3 years later. Recently, I've been feeling some effects of adulthood, aka I was like, adulthood, a.k.a. What does that mean? Okay, let me do this again. I know where stuff is. Recently, I've been feeling some effects of adulthood, a.k.a. transitional friends and old friends moving away. I had been feeling pretty alone and really focusing on the fact that I don't have many close friends like I used to. It put me in a pretty negative headspace. Hannah came to me again during this low point in my life. In the dream, I was at my parents' kitchen table and Hannah walked up to me. I was totally freaked out this time, recognizing, hello, you're supposed to be dead. I said, Hannah, no, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Please go back. And this sounds weird, but she replied without talking, almost like I could hear her thoughts, but you need me right now. And within a second, she was in my lap like she used to be. I hugged her tight and I wept because I could literally smell her and feel the texture of her fur and feel her warmth. It was such a bittersweet moment for me when she indicated she needed to leave me now. I cried, no, please don't go. I don't want you to go. And she said, it's not forever. If you ever need me again, just say so and I'll be back.
Oh my God.
And just like that, I woke up. Like, fuck. I woke up sobbing. It was the most moving dream I've ever had. And I know it can be argued that my brain just did what it needed to do to give me comfort, but I truly believe the souls that we love have a way of coming back to us. Yeah. And in my case, I believe I am open to it in my dreams. I hope this didn't make you too sad, and I hope that everyone that is struggling with loss right now is able to find some sort of closure and comfort in their own way. I love you guys. Bye for now, Jenny.
Oh my gosh.
And there's a little pic of Hannah. Oh, with sugar face. Do you have the pic?
I have the pic. Hannah's just like staring at her ball.
Oh, what a cutie with the sugary face.
Oh my gosh. So sweet. So sweet, Hannah.
There is something like Jenny was saying of like, okay, even if it's just my brain.
Yeah.
Like that's special.
Yes.
Like even if it is something actually scientific or it's like, wow, but that's cool,
yeah.
Man. That's cool.
Yeah. And also, like, I do think it's possible that they come visit us, too.
I think so, for sure. We've heard so many stories of where it's like, that had to be them being like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I mean, I think Bo just dropped these 3 cats off and was like, do it.
I do, too.
Do with it what you will, peace.
I do, too. I'm like, all right, here you go.
Oh, man. I don't think I remembered it last week when it was happening, that it was his anniversary of his passing.
Right.
And I didn't remember it until like the end of the day. And then I was like, a little sad, but I was like, I think, I mourned it a lot. So there's something to be said for crying your eyes out while it's happening. Cause you kind of like get so used to like, I don't know, like you get so like, acquainted with the feeling of grief that it doesn't like come and rock you.
Right.
So I was saying that to another friend today. I was like, sometimes you should just cry when the time to cry, like when you're sad, cry then. Yeah. Because it'll come out later if you don't.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah. I've been like working on that for years. Of like, okay, when I'm feeling this, I want to feel it now.
Yeah. It's hard.
Try to.
It's hard.
It's really hard.
Also, like, I think we believe that any like sad, angry, scared, all those kind of feelings that fall around those are bad. They're bad to feel.
Yes, it's bad to feel. I shouldn't, because I'm very much, me personally, it's like, I shouldn't feel this way because everything's fine. It really is. but I do feel this way.
Yeah.
You know, that's my process of
Yeah.
like, well, I shouldn't be feeling so sad or mad because like life is really fun. But then it builds up and builds up and builds up, and then it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, or
from something long ago.
Or it's anger. That's what happens for me. That I'm like,
anger is a big one.
Being a dick to someone. I'm like, why am I being a dick? And it's like, oh, I'm sad about something else.
Yes, I've realized that too a lot recently. Of like, oh yeah, my anger comes from most of the time me being sad about
it's
something
protective.
Else. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
So I think Hannah came to visit, and I think it's, you know,
I do.
It's like Hootie said, "Let her cry when the tears fall down the way."
Wow, that's a really good Hootie and the Blowfish.
Let her sing, if it eases all the pain.
That's pretty good.
It's truth. Hootie's right. Go ahead.
Hootie is right, everybody.
If the sun comes up tomorrow, let it be. Oh, let it be.
Hootie. I'll
sued.
be the Blowfish.
I got sued.
You got sued because you sounded. Did you guys hear Marcy got sued because she sounded too much like Hootie?
And Betsy sounded just close enough to the Blowfish without getting in trouble.
Just close enough. Yeah. Is that what a blowfish sounds like? Is that what a
I meant the band, but Hootie and the Blowfish. We're cookity doos.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
All right, I'm gonna read one.
Yeah.
That is entitled "Historical Hauntings Over Several Years."
Whoa.
... Ghostly happenings in the quote Cradle of Liberty end quote.
Wow.
Think about
Holy
that
shit.
for a second.
I'm like, what is the Cradle of Liberty?
It's right.
Philadelphia?
It's next to the Cradle of Love.
Okay, good.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. So in love with the pod. I started listening after my friend called you both a national treasure, and she was right. You truly are. Thank you.
That's so nice.
I have 3 stories that are really very scary.
Okay.
We're ready. Okay.
I'm ready to turn into a skeleton. I'm so scared.
I want to turn to ash. Historical hauntings over several years. All right, that's the title. The title's been repeated. Okay, it's not my fault. It was in there twice. Okay.
Titty line. It's the titty line.
Gotta make sure people know what it is. Growing up in a turn of the century big Victorian house, I was always afraid of old time ghosts, although I don't remember anything specific happening. Any specific haunting happening. Oh boy, reading.
Oh no. I feel we gotta warm up, you know.
When I was 22, I lived with some friends in an apartment in an area of Philadelphia called Antique Row. You're right, it's Philadelphia.
Spooky, dude. Antique Row sounds very scary.
It's like
and very Harry Pottery. Welcome, Harry, to Antique Row.
Everything here looks bad and breaks easily. The apartment required. Damn, I'm like struggling with words. Okay, the apartment.
You're doing good.
Thank you. The apartment required that we pay for and set up our own oil delivery for heat. And we were so confused by this that we made the conscious decision to just not have heat.
Dude, I'm with you. I didn't even. That sounds old as shit.
I bet it's.
You must have your oil and get it from a whale.
I bet it's. Yeah, you must go harpoon a whale in the port of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
We wore our coats, hats, scarves, and gloves in the house all winter. Some nights when it was outrageously cold, I would take all of my blankets up to the attic level where my best friend's room was, and we would put all my blankets on top of her blankets and snuggle down for warmth. Honestly, that sounds really nice.
That sounds so nice.
So when I was in college, my friend Serena and I would take naps together. like in
yeah.
her bed, which was a twin bed. And we would,
Oh yeah, very college.
we would just be like, oh, 'cause she's like, I have the best napping bed. I was like, let's go nap.
Hell yeah. It's fun just laying in bed with someone.
Turn the AC all the way up and then the fan on high. Woo, baby.
Manu and I, we were in an Airbnb this past weekend, and it had 2 bedrooms. But like the first night, Manu was like, I'm gonna sleep in your bed.
Aww.
I was like, yeah, get in here. Let's share. It's fun.
It was a little twin size bed too.
It was teeny tiny. Manu truly just laid on top of me and
just snuggled up to that big butt of his.
oh yeah,
He's got cakes for days.
dude, he's got cake.
Next to her bed was a big closet. One night during a cold snap, we were under about 11 big blankets, snoozing away, and my friend woke up asking if I'd heard, quote, the children singing in the closet, end quote. I was I was so freaked out, I felt paralyzed. My friend was not totally awake, so in the morning when I told her what happened, she said she heard them singing and felt like she had other times too. Yikes!
Ooh,
About 2 months after this happened, our apartment went up into flames around 5 a.m. Do
Holy
not
shit.
leave candles unattended, it says. We all got out okay, including our 3 cats and neighbors whose homes had also caught fire. That morning we watched the news from a friend's house that we had been able to escape to. The top story on our local news was historically haunted house on Antique Road catches fire, leaving 31 people homeless. The Closet Children's Choir and other turn-of-the-century old-time ghosts we occasionally felt and saw made a lot more sense then.
oh.
That's
nuts. What a good reveal.
Historically haunted. I'm like, what?
Fire and yeah, wait, what?
What? This is a lot to process today.
Oh my God, yeah.
A few years later, the same friend and I moved in with 2 more of our friends. We found an amazing house a few blocks off the Italian market in South Philadelphia, born and raised. It was a 3-story home with a basement. We all loved this home and celebrated it by having wild and debaucherous parties.
Yeah, dude. Woo! Hell yeah.
Gotta. At one of those parties, a guest asked us where the basement was. We pointed to a corner in the dining room. He jumped back and said that there was a woman trapped and screaming. He promptly got up and said the vibes in the house were so bad he had to go. I walked him out and he said he doesn't often tell people that he's psychic because people would tease him, but he is in fact. He said there were so many dead people in the basement he would never return to the house.
Oh my God.
I am sure I went back inside and was like, OMG, that was really weird, and continued to drink and dance.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
Oh my God, what a fucking freak. What a fucking freak. Like, she's our
Dude,
friend.
I'm going to start doing that to people's houses. I'm like, just so you know, there's so many dead people in the basement.
I don't normally tell people this, but I'm psychic, and you have a lot of dead babies in your basement.
Yeah,
and
I don't really tell people
angry.
this. They are angry dead babies.
They're coming for you.
They're gonna get you.
Honestly,
they're gonna.
Don't think they're actually babies. I think they're demons, and they're
Demons.
gonna pretend to be babies, though. So
demons pretending to be babies. So look out. You'll know when you change their diaper that they're a demon.
This could only be done by Satan. A devilish turd.
A devilish turd.
One night, many months later, something truly horrifying happened.
What?
The house had 4 bedrooms, 2 on the 3rd floor and 2 on the 2nd floor. At 2:53 a.m. on this night, I woke up with a start. My cat, who has always slept with me, darted out of the room. Then I heard the mailbox squeak open and shut. A noise we were all so familiar with that it was in our bones. Next to the front door opened and slammed closed. I felt nervous, but then thought it was probably one of our roommates having a booty call over, which happens sometimes.
Yeah.
I heard some very heavy footsteps on the carpeted steps. The bedroom below me, the bedroom door below me with a creak, and a second later the door slammed. I felt super unsettled, but also too afraid to do anything, so I laid there until I fell back to sleep. I got up a few hours later for my barista shift. At work, I felt worried and unnerved the entire time. As I arrived home, I ran into my roommate who lived in the room below mine. I told her what I had experienced overnight, and she broke into tears. She said she also heard the squeak of the mailbox, the slam of the front door, the heavy footsteps, and her bedroom door open. When her door opened, she was already awake because of the other noises. She whispered to me, my door opened, and I looked up, and there was a huge dark figure standing in the doorway.
No.
He stood there for a moment and then slammed her door. We both screamed and screamed. I have so many chills, Betsy.
Dude, me too. Oh my God.
As if this event wasn't terrifying enough, we got confirmation about the hauntings from a friend who loved to geek out on historical maps. When he told me about this ghostly happening, he said it made more sense because our whole street and public parking lot across the way had been built on a cemetery.
Okay.
Now, I know this whole poltergeist home built on a graveyard is such a trope, and I did not believe the whole thing because of that. Our friend got historical maps and brought them to us. He was right. The whole 3-block radius had been built on a cemetery. Picture below for proof. After this became our reality, we realized that the house was in fact really haunted. The basement was full of upset and pissed off ghosts who had been built over. So many vibes in the house. Thank you so much for reading my spooky stories. I hope you like them and that you were both super scared. XOXO Sarah. You're right. Those are
nasty.
Yeah, those were kind of terrible and scary.
Dude.
Yes.
Dude.
It just seems like it's too scary. It's truly like someone being like, ugh, there's so many ghosts here. I do not want to hang out.
Oh my God. I don't know what I would do if somebody came into my house and said that. I guess I would be like, Marcy, let's cleanse it or something.
Let's bust
we
them,
gotta
Marcy.
do something. Let's bust these ghosts.
I couldn't think of how it went. I sent you a map in case you wanted to look at it, Betsy. And it seems to be the block that is intersecting Washington Avenue and East.
Yes, okay.
East Passayunk? East Passayunk? I can't. It had a Passyunk, and I wanted to say it was like Pussy Yank, but that was me.
I think it's Pussy Yank. No, I've heard of Pussy Yank Street in Philadelphia. I've heard, but it's right next to Titty Smash. Pussy Yank.
Pussy Yank. That's not what it is.
It does sound like, hey, we're gonna go to Lake Pussy Yank this summer. You want to come?
Oh, hell no.
Whoa.
Not me, dude.
No. Holy shit.
That is very not fun, though, to live. I also, it's very interesting to just live in so many haunted places.
Yeah. And that thing with, everywhere is old and ancient.
Yes.
There's just something about, like, East Coast, Philadelphia, like, so much, everywhere so much has happened.
But it was dense there. Like, dense, a lot of dense, not just like a long, but dense history there. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of things. And, maybe it's like a cup that it can only fill up with so many souls that rest peacefully. And the ones at the top
and
are just like
game over, dude.
Slamming doors.
And just with this, being built on a cemetery. I mean, there's so many things that you hear about where it's like, oh yeah, and this used to be where the cemetery is, but of course we've expanded, and so we have to. But it is, you know what I'm saying? So it is just like, yeah, there's a ton of places where, well, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just a lot happening everywhere.
Well, and I think that specifically there are places where there's unrest.
Big time.
Yeah. And then there are places
Big
where
time.
everyone was fucking chill. They're just
Fucking chilling, dude.
yeah, like, they're just having a nice time and enjoying their life.
Yeah.
And but maybe and enjoying their death possibly. Now, do you think there's something to them picking places that are haunted?
Oh shit! That they know it or not?
Yeah, they're drawn.
Maybe. Ooh, Marcy.
When she said that big figure was in her doorway, it made me so scared.
Ew. That.
Especially after hearing all the other noises, because
that is so creepy.
Because what if it were a
Hearing
person?
Everything
Yeah.
happening is so wild. It reminded me a lot of, Christmas Carol, but specifically Mickey's Christmas Carol when it's Goofy being Jacob Marley and like falling and stuff. That is
Very
so
scary stuff with Goofy. A terror.
Goofy is terrifying,
He's
dude.
awful.
Have you seen him teach you how to ski? That's scary stuff, man. He really smushes. Woo-wee. Boo-wee. I wouldn't watch.
Is that what he does? I think he does.
At some point, I'm sure he yodels.
Yodelay-hee-hoo.
Yodel-hee.
All right. Should we listen to another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's fucking do it.
Hi, Betsy. Hi, Marcy. My name is Caitlin. I have a couple different paranormal, spooky work stories. I definitely think it has to do with the fact that I spend all day at my day job listening to you guys and listening to the ooky spooky. My night job is the one that's more haunted, but that's for another time. My day job is in a transport company warehouse, sort of fun stuff. Now it is on a man-made island, but there was nothing like houses or whatever where we are, so I don't really know why. But a couple different warehouse guys keep seeing a little girl in their peripheral vision. I have never seen that. What has happened to me started last week. I came back from my lunch and sat down at my desk, and I smelled an overwhelming cologne. Like, it was very peppery, and it smelt very familiar, and I just couldn't place it. I asked the girl who sits in front of me if she could smell it. She couldn't. We got one of the warehouse guys to smell around my desk, and he couldn't smell it. So we just chopped it up to I'm being crazy, and I chopped it up to someone is trying to visit me, but I can't figure out who it is. So today, I again come back from my lunch, sit back down, smell the same cologne, and I had narrowed it down to two people. It would either be my grandfather coming to visit me or my friend Brad, who passed away when we were in university. While I'm texting my friend, trying to let her know about this experience again, all of a sudden I start to feel really dizzy, and I started to have a pain at the nape of my neck. At this moment, I'm well aware who's fucking visiting me. It's my friend Brad. I'm 98% sure of this. He passed away my second year of university. His last year of courses, it ended up being like a 7-year degree for him, but he was really excited to end university, and he had meningitis without noticing it and passed away. And they actually found him drowned into his bathtub. And that's exactly the feeling I had on the back of my neck, was laying in a bathtub for too long, that pressure. And then I had a shortness of breath and this pressure on my chest. And it's weird. I've had him visit before, shortly after he died. He came to me in a dream. He was shirtless, came up to me and said, "Hey, tell Cooper I say hi." And I was like, "Fuck you." Okay, like, it's my dream. Come say goodbye to me, but whatever. But that was 12 years ago. So it's really weird, and I'm waiting to see what the message was, because as soon as I put two and two together and I had that shortness of breath, just as quickly as it came, it disappeared. So maybe you guys have some suggestions or ideas of what he could be possibly saying to me, or if it's someone else. I'll send another voice memo, or maybe I'll just type up all of the spooky ooky things that have been happening at my night job, which is a haunted burger restaurant that used to be an old house built in the 1920s in the most haunted place in British Columbia, if not Western Canada. Well, guys, thanks so much. Have a great night or day, whenever. Bye.
Caitlin.
Wow.
You have to tell us about this haunted burger restaurant.
You gotta tell us about it. We'll get burgers and listen to it.
Wait, you know one of the symptoms of meningitis is like a stiff neck.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So like the pain in the nape of her neck.
Oh.
That's it. That makes so much sense.
Right.
Yeah. And it's
Holy
headache,
shit,
stiff neck,
dude.
being very sleepy, a bunch of stuff. But that's...
Oh, my God. Meningitis is so scary.
It's like a thing that college students get, too.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, it can be anyone.
I mean, babies
like,
can...
Truly.
But I've heard of a lot of, like, kids that age is when they, like... As when I've heard of people I know who've gotten it and survived, but very like scary.
So scary.
I think the way they tell is like if you can put your chin to your chest, like, and like if you had meningitis, it would be like extreme pain in your neck, or like you wouldn't be able to, or something. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, guys.
Whoa.
If you feel
hey,
bad,
everybody, Marcy's not a doctor. Just a heads up.
Look,
Marcy is not a doctor.
yeah, I don't want to steal my old boss Dan
Wait
Gore's.
a second. If you're not a doctor, why'd you give me a mammogram?
I said this is I called it a marsogram. I said it's a yes mammogram.
Yeah, you're telling me. I have to come get one every other day. You're saying.
I didn't say you have to. I said, do you want to get a yes mammogram?
Yes, mammogram. Yeah, and all you say, like, you squeeze them and then you go, yes, ma'am.
Yes, mammogram.
Shit, Marcy's not a doctor.
You know, it's a fine line between being a doctor and not being a doctor.
It's a fine line. Yeah, it's a very fine line.
Just joking, guys. Don't grope your friends. Don't do it.
Unless they're down, you know.
Well, don't do
If
it
they're
under
down,
false
then game on.
pretenses.
Yes, don't say that you're a doctor.
I'll just say for now, Betsy, can I honk your hooters?
Yes, please.
Honk a
Honk away. Honk, honk, honk. Yeah.
Oh, man. That is
Wow.
very... I don't know what he was trying to say, though.
Maybe it's just like, hey, hi.
You know, like the same way that someone would just randomly reach out on Facebook after all these years.
Yeah, maybe. Or it's just like, you know what? I was just thinking about you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay. Well,
Great. That sounds wonderful.
I'm at work, so can you call me later?
Leave me alone. Yeah. Can you stink up my house later with cologne and stuff?
Please.
Yeah, maybe just like, or even that thing of like, hey, I said goodbye in a dream, but to Cooper, not you. That's very funny. Like, say hi to Cooper. Hey, what about me, man?
Well, maybe it was that, he was like, you see me, I'm here, but Cooper I can't get to because Cooper's not open to it.
Yes, maybe. Yeah.
Also, boys club, bros before hoes.
Boys, it's a boys club. Everything is a boys club.
I was busy thinking about boys.
Boys. Bling.
Boys.
Bling. I like that sound a lot. It's very Nintendo-y.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite part of the song is that little
thinking about boys.
Bling. You're gonna get sued again for sounding too much like Hootie.
Oh no, Hootie, you didn't do that song.
Hootie didn't do
that's
that
not
song.
your song.
Shoot.
Hooter.
Shoot.
Tutor.
Tutor. Should I read one?
Yes, please.
Okay, I got one for you. It is titled "Spooky Happenings with a 3-Year-Old." Very scary.
A lot of things I'm afraid of. And
yeah, already. So many things. Hi. I just started listening to the podcast, but I'm already in love.
Yay!
Thank you. This podcast helps me get through my boring workday and makes ignoring my coworkers so much easier. Hell yeah.
We live for it.
Ignore them. I've been trying to figure out which story I wanted to send in since I have multiple spooky stories. Since I have multiple spooky stories I want to send in, but then something happened recently that I thought would be perfect. Nice. I have a 3-year-old son who has always had imaginary friends, and he has absolutely no problem letting you know that they are imaginary and grown-ups can't talk to them.
Oh.
That's what made what I'm about to tell you much more believable for me.
Uh-oh.
He started telling me about a month ago about his new friends, a little boy and a little girl. He said that their names are Lily and Joan. And he even tells me what they look like from time to time.
Ooh.
I'm scared, man. I hate this. At first, I thought it was just another imaginary friend, but then he started asking me to take them plates of food at dinner or making a pallet for them at night before he goes to bed, which he's never done with any other friends he has. Quote unquote friends, so imagine it. I did it for about a week, but then stopped because I didn't want to keep wasting food and having to pick the pallet up every day before work.
Yeah.
After I stopped, he told me that it made them upset because I didn't want them there and he didn't want his friends to disappear again.
Oh no.
I told him why I didn't want to anymore, and if they wanted a pallet, they could make it themselves, thinking that would be the end of it. The very next morning, I walk into his room to find the pallet made like I usually make it, which would be impossible for my son to accomplish due to the fact that all of our extra blankets and pillows are on the top shelf of our linen closet. I even have to use a step stool just to reach them, so I know my son couldn't have done it. And that pallet is made every morning when I've gotten up since then.
Oh my God.
I also started finding plates put on the counter even after I make sure everything is put up after dinner. I'll find doors open that I knew were shut the night before. All of our kitchen cabinets will be wide open every morning, even after adding baby locks to all of them. I also know it's not my husband because he works on the road and isn't home for days at a time, and the stuff keeps happening. I'm not sure what to do at this point, but he seems to like living with them, so I guess I'll just try not to shit my pants until they decide to leave. P.S. Sorry for the bad grammar. I just had 4 iced coffees and can't form a real thought at the moment.
Funny.
Smiley face, gumdrop, smiley face. Whoa. This is fucked up, dude.
I'm worried about Lily and Joan.
Dude, this is fucking wild. I do
love that they took initiative to make their own dinner in bed, though.
I guess that is smart. Good job, kids.
I don't know that they're kids, are they?
I don't know if they're kids, dude. Oh my God,
that would disturb me to no end.
Dude, this story is messing me up.
Yeah.
To know that that's happening to someone?
Yeah. I'm upset. I'm upset for you.
Yeah, we're really upset for you. I have no solutions, but I guess, well, actually, I don't know, maybe burn down the house?
I mean,
is that a good solution?
What happens then? What happens then if you burn down? What do Lily and Joan do then?
What happens then?
Because they seem pretty determined to
hang out with your son.
Take a nap on a pallet. Because even if a 3-year-old could get it down, that's hard. That's not. I mean, from what I understand of 3-year-olds, they're not the most dexterous.
Well, they were saying that it looks exactly like how they would make it, whereas a 3-year-old can't do that.
Yeah, a 3-year-old. Come on, you 3-year-old wish you could do it, but you don't.
You wish you could do that. You wish you could make a nice little nap area, but you can't.
You can't, and don't act like you can, because we all know that you cannot.
You cannot. It's clear you cannot.
And then the cabinets being open, it's like they're looking for food.
Oh yeah.
Where does she keep the snacks?
And if they're old timey, they're probably looking for weird food. Where's the cod oil? We love drinking cod oil.
We're so into cod oil.
We love cod oil. It makes us shine.
If we don't shine.
We don't shine.
It's bad. It's bad.
We'll
That's
get the plague. That's it. It's bad.
Well, it's really bad. It's the plague. If we don't shine.
It's bad. If we don't shine, we get the plague.
Look, I know it sounds like I'm complaining a lot, but if we don't shine, we will get the plague. So
we will get. So we gotta shine. So we drink our cod oil. Wow. Oh my gosh.
I am worried for them.
Please update us. I mean, we don't know when we're going to get to it, but please update us.
If you reply to this email,
yes.
I have a better chance of staying organized and on top of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so if Lily and Joan have come back, let us know what's up with them.
Dude, you got to let us know what's up with them.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. I'm going to read one that's long, and let's see if I can get through it.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Hello, Betsy and Marcy. I want to say I absolutely love your podcast and you guys. I've been listening to you all day, every day since quarantine started because I just moved to a new city, and I'm so lonely.
Oh shit!
But you guys are so fun and make me feel like I actually have friends. Haha. So thank you so much for continuing to put out new episodes. You're welcome.
You're so welcome.
Sorry that you're lonely.
I know.
Hopefully
now you're making
out with people. Making out with people.
Yeah. Hopefully now you're making out with people.
Yeah. So. Disclaimer, I have a lot of stories, so if you want me to resend some later because you can't read them all in one go, I absolutely will. No, I'm going to do it.
Oh, Marcy's going for it. Stretch it out. Yeah. Okay, here we go,
all
Marcy.
right.
You got this.
The first.
Ow!
The little first colon thing says ghost.
Nice.
Okay. I have 3 ghost stories starting from when I was very little. The first few years of my life, my mother ran a group home for the elderly out of our very old house in Adams Friendship, Wisconsin. According to my sisters, that house was majorly haunted, but I only have one spooky memory since I was so young and we moved shortly after it happened. My memory is a little piecey, but here it goes. I was about 3 years old. At that time, I still slept with my mom, so I was curled up against her back in bed, fast asleep. All of a sudden, I woke up screaming and my leg was burning hot. My mom jolted up in bed and immediately turned to see what was wrong. I didn't say anything. I just kept crying. But I reached down to touch my leg where it was burning and felt it was wet. My mom quickly turned on the light and saw my blood-covered hand, and my screaming went up an octave. She pulled down the covers and saw a huge stream of blood going the length of my calf. She quickly swooped me up and rushed me to the bathroom, where she placed me in a bathtub and began running water over my leg. When the water washed away, you could see the huge cut in the shape of a trident. Oh my God. Like a devil's pitchfork. Oh my God.
Ew! Oh my God! I was like, it's Ariel's dad is getting her, man.
That's all I remember.
What?
We never talked about it again, although the memory is quite vivid in my mind. All this time, I just thought it was a bad dream. It's not like I have a scar or anything, and it's so bizarre. I just assumed my young mind had made it up. Until one day about 5 years ago, my sisters and I were together, and we started talking about all the creepy things that happened in that house.
Yeah.
I was just listening, but I was just listening because I didn't have anything to share when one of my sisters brought up my, quote, dream, end quote, but she was talking about it as if it was real. I was like, wait, what? That really happened? I would have thought they were messing with me, but I never talked about it, so it's not like they could have known. They said they remember hearing me screaming and running downstairs to find me in the bathtub with a crazy cut on my leg. I asked them if it was the shape of a trident, and they said yes. Apparently, Mom was freaking out and went to look at the bed, but there was nothing in there that could have possibly cut me. So how did that get on my leg? And what does it mean? It still creeps me out. I kind of feel like I'm cursed, but I try not to think about it too often.
Oh, shit.
My sister's stories included seeing strange people dressed in Victorian clothing, having parties in the living room, and feeling like their beds were spinning at night.
Oh.
Apparently, my one sister's room was the most haunted. She always saw an angry man with a tall head and a pale face standing at the foot of her bed.
Ew, a tall head.
What
does that mean?
It's not the part of my body I'd like to be tall.
Ew.
And he would be whispering unintelligible things.
That's so ew, that is so gross. I hate that.
Stop. Please, God, make my head shorter. Please, God, make my head shorter.
Please, God, make my head shorter. It's too tall.
She often slept with my mom, too. Haha. Nobody ever got hurt, but we left a few months after the incident. Okay. Wow. 2 other houses I lived in were also quite haunted. After we left Adam's friendship, we moved to Arizona. We lived in a few different places before we landed in a particular apartment when I was 7. This place was absolutely terrifying. Oh. Before this apartment, I always was a sound sleeper. I rarely talked in my sleep, and I never slept. Sleepwalked. Sleepwalked.
Sleepwalked?
I think it's I never sleepwalked.
Yeah.
But here I did every single night. There were 2 bedrooms in this apartment. My mom had the master bedroom, and my sister and I shared the other bedroom. Right next to the bedroom, there was a big bathroom, and when I would sleepwalk, I'd always end up in the bathtub. Sometimes my sister would wake up and notice I was missing and come find me. Other times, I would wake up in the bathtub because I would hear the sound of fingers being dragged across the glass.
What?
The door would be closed and it would be completely dark, and I'd scream and my mom or sister would come bursting into the bathroom, and I'd usually go sleep with my mom for the rest of the night.
Oh, no.
The creepiest thing was in the morning, and this was every single morning. There would be huge handprints on the glass.
No.
I swear to God, it was disgusting. Some would be placed on the
Ew. Oh my God. Okay.
Some would be placed on the glass and others would be smeared, which must have been what made the sound that would wake me up.
What the fuck?
And it was just my mom and my sister and I, and all of our hands were too small to make those handprints. The bedroom I shared with my sister had a huge closet that took up the whole wall. I would close it every night because it really creeped me out. But oftentimes when we'd wake up in the morning, it would be cracked open. My sister said she would wake up in the middle of the night and see a woman in there, but I didn't believe her until one night when I went to sleep in my mom's room. I had kind of given up on sleeping in the room with my sister. She did too, actually. We'd usually wake up and she would be asleep on the floor. Haha. When I slept with my mom, I didn't end up in the bathtub, but I would talk in my sleep and sometimes walk around the room, which is much less scary, because I remembered it. This particular night, I went to sleep in my mom's room. We had just gotten a new puppy named Abby.
Cute.
And I was brave enough to go to bed by myself as long as I had her near me. Oh.
Yes.
I curled up in bed with Abby by my side and started drifting off to sleep until I heard her start growling. I opened my eyes and my heart started racing. I peeked around but didn't see anything, so I reached over to pet Abby to try to calm her, and she stopped. I turned over to go back to sleep, and a few minutes went by before Abby started growling again, this time more aggressively.
Oh, no.
I sat up this time and looked over, and there was a woman standing next to the bed. She had very long, scraggly dark hair and a white dress. She looked like she was wet.
Oh, no.
I couldn't.
Ew.
I couldn't see her face because
Marcy.
I know.
Stop.
There's so much more, Betsy. You don't even know.
No, I
It's gonna
can't
get worse, I
handle it.
think.
I can't handle it. Oh, shit. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Wet. You ended on the lady looked wet.
Yes, she looked wet. I couldn't see her face because her head was down, but I felt a sinking feeling in my stomach. This time I was so scared I couldn't even scream. My heart was pounding and my body was frozen, and all I could do was stare at her until Abby jumped up and full on started barking and snarling at her furiously. I heard my mom call my name and the lady disappeared. I still couldn't move and Abby was still barking like mad until my mom came into the room. That's the one and only time I'd ever seen a ghost, and it was probably one of the most terrifying moments of my life. Okay, we'll pause for a second to be like,
Okay.
what the fuck?
What the fuck, dude?
That's terrible.
This is awful. Dude, I wonder if that it was the wet lady in the bathroom.
Yes.
Squeaking the mirror.
Yes.
And doing stuff in the bathroom.
She was like, hello, I'm in here.
Yeah, hello. And you come sleepwalking into it?
Or Betsy, this is worse. The lady possessed her and made her walk to the bathtub.
Marcy, how dare you? Marcy, how dare you?
Look, it's not my fault that I have insight.
Marcy,
I speak
how
the truth.
fucking dare you?
I'm just saying it. You know it's true. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, you're right. Oh my
Ugh. Okay.
Oh my god.
So we're only on the ghost story part still. So lastly, for
my
ghost
god.
stories was when we moved back to Adam's friendship, and my mom and I lived in a tiny house in the woods. Already don't like where it's going.
Nope, not good.
We lived here from when I was 9 to 15. Nothing spooky happened until I started staying home alone. My sister moved out after she graduated, so it's just my mom and I. I was 12 at the time, and my mom worked evenings, so I was home alone every night during the week. We had 2 cats and Abby, so I was never really that scared because I knew they'd protect me. Oh my God. Abby and 2 cats.
Very cute.
I will say that my cats always growl when someone's around.
Really? They growl?
Honey, who's the most scared of everything, it seems, if she sees someone, we had a gardener here cleaning up the yard, and she just wherever window he was by, she would be there growling.
Whoa.
Which is like,
Okay.
tough, honey's tough. She's tough little honey.
She's so
It's how I talk to your Betsy. Go, hi, honey. Oh my goodness, honey. Honey, stop it. Stop hissing at me, honey. honey, you're so scared of me. No, you're scary too. She's cute. She looks like a badger.
Cute.
Okay. Okay. So we had 2 cats and Abby, so I was never really that scared because I knew they'd protect me. It started out small, and I would hear the classic footsteps in the hallway, and my dogs or cats, my cat or dogs would start barking or hissing or something I couldn't see, at something I couldn't see, usually also in the hallway. Next, I started hearing whispering in the bathroom.
What the fuck is this? Oh.
It sounded like a little girl's voice, and it would be right behind me, but nothing was ever there.
Oh, Jesus.
Then one day I came out the kitchen in the morning, and my mom asked me why I drew on the wall. I was like, what?
What?
I obviously hadn't, but she took me. Hold on. I had to wet my whistle. But she took me to the hallway, and there were yellow and blue crayon streaks on the wall. They were faint, but definitely there. I knew I hadn't done it, and I didn't even own crayons, so I had no idea how they got there.
Mom!
I told my mom as much, and she assumed, "Give me some crayons, Mom. Why don't I have crayons if the ghost kids have them?"
Give me some crayons!
I told my mom as much, and she assumed I must have been sleepwalking again or something because it wasn't like the pets did it. I hadn't sleptwalked since I was a kid, though, so I wasn't buying it. She made me clean it up, but no matter how hard I scrubbed it, it wouldn't come off. She thought I wasn't doing it right, but she tried as well, and the marks wouldn't budge. We even tried bleach. It actually seemed like they got brighter.
Oh, my God, yeah.
From that day on, every morning we woke up, and there would be more and more streaks on the wall.
No.
By the time we moved there was green and a new shade of blue, and it covered the entire hallway from top to bottom.
What the fuck? Is this real? This is so wild.
It's unfathomable.
Oh my God.
We could never get the marks off.
I'm lightheaded,
Oh
man.
God, she's gonna pass out.
I'm pass out. I buckle my knees. Don't lock my knees.
Breathe.
Breathe.
We could never get the marks off, so we had to paint over it. We never found out how they got there because it was definitely crayon. And like I said, I didn't even own crayons. I never saw the ghost that did it, though. I'm assuming it was a little girl that I heard in the bathroom. She didn't scare me, though. The energy always felt really light in that house. And even my pets stopped hissing and barking. My theory for why she came out after my sister left was because my sister was being really moody at the time, and we would always be fighting. So it probably scared her. That's the last ghost story I ever have, though. Hope you like them. I got myself all spooked out. And then she has some other stories. So
Yeah.
let's see how you can do it.
You got this. You're killing it.
Okay.
You're killing it.
Premonitions, death dreams.
Holy shit.
I've always been a vivid dreamer. They're super strange too. They're rarely in a normal setting, and something wild will happen. That is, unless I'm having a premonition dream. I've had a few premonition dreams before. Usually they were just kind of like deja vu, so I'll only tell you the 2 most exciting ones. The way I can tell it's a premonition is because it's in a special box. Like when I'm dreaming, I'm looking through a fuzzy camera.
Whoa.
The outside of my dream is blurry, and then the dream itself is a short recording that looks like it's filmed in the 80s.
Whoa.
That's
dude.
weird.
That is weird.
Mine are.
Whoa, dude.
Mine might not like that. My dreams are not like that.
I'm not liking that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I also feel different. Even though I'm never fully awake, it's almost like I become lucid for a second. It's hard to describe, but it just feels different. The colors are different too, which whenever I dream, it's usually in dark colors, and the sky is a magenta purple, but in premonition dreams, it's normal colors like in real life. The first premonition I had was when I was 10. My hamster Mo had escaped from his cage and was missing.
Mo.
I was distraught and worried my cats had eaten him or he'd starved. I went to bed, and that night I had a dream. I saw him stuck behind my mom's bookcase, wriggling around. The next morning I woke up and didn't think much of it. I rushed off to school, and when I came home, there was a note on the counter from my mom saying she found Mo, and he was safe and sound back in his cage. When she got home, I asked her where she found him, and she said he'd been stuck behind her bookcase.
Whoa!
A lot of good it did for Mo to tell you where he was.
Right.
Or, yeah. The absolutely most crazy one was when I was 16. I saw my friend wearing a denim jacket with a furry collar. He was standing between these two blue and gray cars parked next to the sidewalk along a street in the city we lived in. He went to jaywalk across the street, and a small white car zoomed past and hit him. It happened really fast, so I didn't see anything gory. The car just hit him, and I went back to normal dream. But I was still in shock. I actually told him about that dream the same day because we did have a tendency to run into each other in the street without looking. But because he did have a tendency to run into the street without looking where he was going, and I was always on his case about it, but he just laughed it off. I kind of did too, despite recognizing it as a premonition dream, because I knew his wardrobe like my own, and he didn't even own a jacket like that. But that following week, he came to school, and lo and behold, he was wearing the jacket. I got chills and asked him where he got it from. He said his brother gave it to him that weekend. After school, we were walking down the same street, and I was on edge. I could actually feel the moment building up, so I was walking really close to him, waiting for it to happen. And of course it did. He saw a store across the street the way he wanted to go He saw a store across the way he wanted to go into. As per usual, he didn't want to wait till he made it to the crosswalk, even though it was literally only a few paces away. So we turned across the street, and I recognized the scene. The same two cars were on either side of him, and his outfit, with his outfit, it was spot on. I immediately grabbed the back of his jacket, and right then the same white car sped past in front of him.
No.
I lost it. You know when you get so excited you can't breathe? That was me. I was just standing there sputtering. Oh my God, I think I'm sick. Oh my God, I think I'm sick. And he was just kind of nervously laughing, but he didn't say anything. He didn't want to admit that I'd predicted it, but I could tell he was a little shook. It's been 5 years now, and I haven't had any more premonition dreams, but I definitely is still a little psychic. Like, I predicted exact scores I would get on exams down to the point. That one really freaks my classmates out.
Yeah, man.
They'll ask how I think I did after an exam, and I'll be like, I did okay. I think I got an 86. But then I get my test back, and I got an 86.
Whoa.
I also just know sometimes when something is going to happen on a particular day. Recently, I applied to a bunch of jobs and was waiting for an interview. And I've been waiting a couple of weeks and was getting discouraged when the other day I was in the shower and thought, no, I should wash my hair. I'm going to get an interview today. And then a few hours later, I got a call from one of the places they asked me to come in that same day for an interview. It's pretty fun.
Whoa, cool.
Finally, I want to share the craziest dream I've ever had. This is the one and only time I've ever dreamed that I've died. Okay. Ooh. So the dream started out normal enough for me. I was in a weird hotel where literally everything was beige. There were no there were no hotel rooms. It was just a bunch of classic beds with nightstands and a concierge desk in this huge room overlooking a city. I've never been to New York City, but I knew it was in New York City. Or I've never been to New York, but I knew it was in New York, not city necessarily. We were really high up, and the room was kind of swaying. I rolled out of bed, and the concierge, who was dressed in an old-timey bellhop, came over to dress me, and he was really sweaty and stressed out because everyone was waking up at the same time, and he had to dress all of us.
Dress you all. Oh my God, that's
building
funny.
swaying, and I had to dress everybody.
I got to dress everybody. No.
After he dressed me, I wandered around until I found my friend. I've never met her in real life before, though. We walked over to the elevator in the middle of the room, and I pressed the button to call it, but it was already on our floor. We got on and selected the lobby. The weird part was, whenever I dream, I always dream as if I'm watching a movie and I'm one of the actors, and I'm not in my body, but watching my body. In this dream, though, as soon as I stepped into the elevator, I immediately switched perspectives and was in my body. This hasn't happened since the dream. When I switched into my body, I consciously knew something was wrong with this dream. I was kind of looking around and I thought, oh no, this is bad. I looked up and saw that we were on the 116th floor and the elevator started descending. We were standing there in silence as my panic increased until we got to the 100th floor and the elevator started shaking violently. My stomach dropped and my friend began frantically pressing all the buttons when all of a sudden we dropped. I tried to lay down and shouted for her to do the same, but we were free falling too fast and were suspended in midair. We were falling like that for what felt like ages until I could feel us getting close to the bottom. I could feel the pressure building and thought, I'm going to die. This is when everything went into slow motion and we crashed into the floor. I could see the elevator slowly crumbling around me and I felt my soul being sucked out my back. Oh God, someone just knocked on my door. Did you hear that? It spooked me. It was my soul being sucked out my back. It was the craziest feeling. I entered the completely dark space like it was absolutely nothing. You know, when you close your eyes and you see color spots and shapes and whatnot, it's still 3D. Well, this was completely void of anything. Then I heard this high-pitched ringing noise that sounded like it was coming from further ahead somewhere, and it was slowly getting louder and louder. About halfway through it, approaching and increasing in volume, this bright light began to appear and slowly swallowed the darkness. Whoa. It was getting so loud and bright, I wanted to close my eyes to it, but I couldn't. And then when it was entirely lit with this white light, the ringing filled my ears and there was a loud pop. And I didn't even know how to describe it. But for a second, I felt like I didn't exist anymore. And then I woke up. I actually stumbled out of bed and turned my light on to look in the mirror because I thought maybe I actually died. And I was like, oh shit, did I just have an aneurysm or something? I was obviously fine though. Still the most intense dream I've ever had. Now I'm positively terrified of elevators and convinced that's how I'll die. Anyways, thanks again for listening and I hope you enjoyed my stories.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That's terrifying.
Yes. I'm so blown away. Like, how interesting that they're like, well, I know when it's going to be like a premonition dream.
Yeah.
Because it looks different from my other dreams.
I've never heard of that.
Me neither. But, and then it comes true.
Yes.
Oh, and that, have you ever had a dream where you die? I never have.
I've had dreams where like, oh, this could lead to death, but then I wake up like I'm falling or something.
Yes, me too. But
no.
Never where it's like, whoa, I got like.
Yeah, I don't like that description of just like pop and then ceasing to exist.
Dude, I think it might happen.
What?
I think that might happen.
Well,
It's just kinda like,
what are all these ghosts doing then?
Pop, 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 pop. Wow, that was
intense.
That's intense, man. All of that is intense, dude. Wow.
And those ghost stories. Yikes.
And the ghost, like
the hallway? Come on.
Something is up.
Yeah, I don't know.
With you.
What's up with you?
Something's up with you.
And it's something spooky.
Dude, it hit everything spooky.
Yeah.
A wet lady drawing on the fucking walls with that is so strange.
Ugh, disturbing.
Really, really, oof. Covered in chills. I was covered in chills the whole time.
Chills, spills, and bills.
Chills, spills, and Bills Pullman.
Bill, one of my celebrity crushes.
You love him. I love how much you love him.
I think
great.
he's so hot.
He's hunky.
Wait,
He's
do you know all my
great.
celebrity crushes? Bill Pullman.
You're telling me.
Ray Romano.
Yes, good.
Stanley Tucci.
Good.
Hot Priest.
Hot Priest.
Chris Messina.
Good.
John Leguizamo.
Yep.
Is that it? Those are the big ones.
Good. They all make sense.
Yeah. They all
make
babes.
sense.
Bibs.
They're all bibs. Hey, bibs.
Hey, bibs.
They are all bibs.
Bibs. It's Tucci,
They're
though.
all bibs.
Come on, Tucci.
Tucci.
Oh, Tucher. Wow.
Tooch.
Well, that's fucked up.
These were all so incredible.
Yes, these were
everybody.
good.
Sheesh.
And Brendan, I'm getting to yours. I just have, let's see how many I got. I got like a little over 200 other ones to get to first, and then it's gonna be yours.
There we go. There we go. It will happen.
Yes, it will.
It will happen.
Thank you guys so much for sending these in, and keep doing
Yes,
so.
thank you. Keep them coming. We love them. They rule. You all rule.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all we got. Thank you
We're too
guys.
scared. Thank you.
Oh, yeah! Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants!
That was a HeadGum podcast.